Exploring the prayer practices of Judaism, a focus on faith. Welcome to our in-depth exploration of the prayer practices of Judaism. In this article, we delve into the rich traditions and customs that define Jewish prayer and highlight the significance of these practices in the Jewish faith. From the recitation of sacred texts to the observance of physical movements, prayer in Judaism serves as a powerful means of connecting with the divine and fostering a deep spiritual connection. Key takeaways: the Shema Yisrael is a central affirmation in Judaism, expressing belief in the singularity of God and dating back to the first millennium BCE. The Shema prayer emphasizes the unity and love for God, promoting universal monotheism. Jewish prayer involves physical movements such as swaying and bowing, symbolizing reverence and focused intention. The Amidah prayer, also known as the standing prayer, incorporates choreographed gestures to express respect and reverence toward God. Prayer in Judaism is a personal and communal act, serving as a means of spiritual connection and communication. Join us as we delve deeper into these prayer practices and gain a deeper understanding of the profound spiritual significance they hold in Judaism. The significance of the Shema prayer in Judaism. The Shema prayer holds a profound significance in Judaism, representing a powerful declaration of love and devotion to God. It serves as a unifying force, emphasizing the unity and oneness of God in Jewish worship practices. The prayer is recited as part of the morning and evening services, as well as on the holiest day of the Jewish year, Yom Kippur. At its core, the Shema prayer embodies the belief in monotheism and the commandment to love God with all one's heart, soul, and strength. It is a poignant expression of faith, reminding Jewish worshippers of their spiritual connection and obligations to God. Furthermore, the Shema prayer carries historical and cultural significance. Throughout history, it has been recited as a final act of faith by Jewish martyrs, demonstrating their unwavering commitment to their beliefs even in the face of persecution. The Shema prayer is a testament to the central role of prayer in Judaism and its ability to bring individuals closer to the divine. It is an integral part of Jewish worship practices, promoting a deep sense of spirituality and fostering a connection with God. Understanding the verses of the Shema prayer. The Shema prayer, a central affirmation of Judaism, consists of 3 passages taken from the Hebrew Bible. Each verse holds significant meaning and provides guidance for Jewish prayer traditions. Verse 1, Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord is one. This opening verse serves as an affirmation of monotheism, declaring that there is only one God. It emphasizes the belief in the singularity, power, and unity of God. It has also been interpreted to promote universal monotheism, reminding Jews of their responsibility to uphold and spread this belief. Verse 2, You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your might. The second verse of the Shema prayer emphasizes the commandment to love God wholeheartedly. Jews are called to devote their entire being to God, expressing their love, devotion, and dedication. This verse serves as a reminder of the importance of a deep and intimate connection with the divine. Verse 3, And these words that I command you today shall be on your heart. Bind them as a sign on your hand, and they shall be as frontlets between your eyes. Write them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. The third verse highlights the obligation to teach these words to future generations and to keep them at the forefront of daily life. It encourages Jews to constantly remember and internalize the teachings of the Shema prayer, integrating them into their thoughts, actions, and surroundings. The physical act of binding them on one's hand and forehead and inscribing them on doorposts symbolizes the importance of living a life devoted to God's commandments. Verse description: 1 Affirmation of monotheism and promotion of universal monotheism. 2 Commandment to love God with all one's heart, soul, and might. 3 Obligation to teach and incorporate these words into daily life. The verses of the Shema prayer encompass the fundamental beliefs and values of Judaism, emphasizing the oneness of God, the commandment to love and devote oneself to God, and the importance of passing down these teachings to future generations. They guide Jewish prayer traditions and serve as a constant reminder of the relationship between the Jewish people and their faith. The practice of swaying, shuffling, in Jewish prayer. One distinctive aspect of Jewish prayer customs is the practice of swaying, also known as shuffling. This physical movement involves gentle back and forth motions during prayer, often performed while standing. Swaying is a way for worshippers to put themselves in the moment and enhance their focus and intention during prayer. The act of swaying serves multiple purposes in Jewish prayer. First, it helps individuals align with the rhythm and flow of the liturgy, allowing them to fully immerse themselves in the prayer experience. Additionally, swaying is seen as a way to engage both the body and the mind in worship, connecting the physical and spiritual aspects of prayer. While the exact origins of swaying in Jewish prayer are not clear, It has become a widespread custom among many Jewish communities. The practice is often associated with fervent devotion and a deep connection to the divine. Whether it is a subtle movement or a more pronounced swaying motion, the act of shuckling adds a unique dimension to the prayer experience for many Jewish worshippers. Jewish prayer rituals, standing and bowing in prayer. In the practice of Jewish prayer, physical movements and gestures play a significant role in expressing reverence and deepening spiritual connection. Standing and bowing are common rituals that hold symbolic meaning and enhance the prayer experience. These movements are observed during specific prayers and rituals, reinforcing the importance of physical engagement in worship. During weekday prayers, standing is required for various significant moments, such as reciting the Shema, the Amidah, the Kedusha, and the Hallel. By standing upright, worshippers demonstrate their readiness to listen, receive, and communicate with God. It symbolizes an attentive and respectful posture, acknowledging God's presence and authority. Standing also represents the equality of all individuals in the presence of the divine, emphasizing the unity of the Jewish community. Bowing is another physical gesture that occurs during Jewish prayer, particularly in the Amidah. Worshippers bend from the waist at specific points, demonstrating humility, submission, and awe in the presence of God. This act of bowing signifies the recognition of God's sovereignty and the reverence with which the Jewish people approach their Creator. It is a profound expression of devotion and surrender, reinforcing the vertical relationship between humanity and the divine. Through these rituals of standing and bowing, prayer in Judaism extends beyond words alone, encompassing the entirety of the individual's being. The harmonious integration of physical and spiritual elements exemplifies the holistic nature of Jewish worship and the deep connection between mind, body, and soul in the pursuit of spiritual connection. Table, standing and bowing in Jewish prayer. Prayer or ritual standing bowing. The Shema required not required. The Amidah required multiple times, including beginning and end. The Kedusha required not required. The recitation of Hallel required not required. The choreography of the Amidah prayer. The Amidah, also known as the standing prayer, is a central prayer in Jewish liturgy. It is a profound moment of connection between worshippers and God, encompassing both language and body language. The Amidah is a choreographed prayer, incorporating various movements and gestures that hold deep symbolic significance. During the Amidah, worshippers engage in specific physical actions that align with the words and intentions expressed in the prayer. These gestures serve as a way to express respect, reverence, and surrender to God's sovereignty. The choreography of the Amidah includes bowing from the waist at specific points, such as the beginning and end of the opening and penultimate blessings. Through these physical movements, worshippers symbolically approach God, acknowledging His majesty in their own humility. The choreography of the Amidah allows worshippers to engage not only their minds and hearts but also their bodies in the act of prayer. It serves as a powerful reminder of the holistic nature of prayer in Judaism, encompassing both the physical and spiritual dimensions of worship. The choreography of the Amidah reflects the relationship between the worshipper and God. It is a dance of surrender and devotion, as we bow before the King of the universe. The choreography of the Amidah. The following table summarizes the key movements and gestures in the Amidah prayer. Gestures: symbolic significance. Bowing from the waist expressing humility and surrender to God's sovereignty. Opening and closing steps marking the beginning and end of the prayer. Gently rocking back and forth, finding rhythm and focus in prayer. Standing still, signifying a moment of connection and communion with God. The choreography of the Amidah adds a layer of physicality to the act of prayer, enabling worshippers to express their devotion and reverence in a tangible way. It serves as a visual reminder of the deep relationship between the worshipper and God, and the unique bond that is formed through prayer. As worshippers engage in the choreography of the Amidah, they enter into a sacred dance, where their bodies become vessels for prayer, and their movements become an expression of their faith. Through this choreography, the Amidah prayer comes alive, inviting worshippers to immerse themselves fully in the experience of connecting with the divine. Conclusion: prayer practices in Judaism encompass a deep commitment to worshiping God and establishing a connection with the divine. The Shema prayer holds significant importance, emphasizing the oneness of God and the command to love God with all one's heart, soul, and strength. Swaying, standing, and bowing during prayer are physical expressions of reverence and focused intention. The choreography of the Amidah prayer highlights the relationship between the worshipper and God as a sovereign being. Father, grandfather, minister, missionary, deacon, elder, author, welcome to our family. View all posts.